So I made some rather garbage instructions here for this chapter 29 reading, and I want to have us take a look at it really quick before there is any more chaos. So first of all, I just kind of said highlight the relative clauses, but I forgot to specify in Latin. So some people, quite reasonably, started highlighting them in English. So I'm just going to walk through how this goes so that we all see it so that the next assignment will be a lot clearer. So first, we'll look for the relative clauses and highlight them in red. So we're looking for forms of qui, quite, quod, and then we'll want to rule out any quads that could mean because, just because. So we just sort of scan through here, and hopefully you should be able to see where my little cursor is. Well, postridie quintus mane surrexit festinavitque ad academiam, epistolam ferem quam, Heliodorus ad theam nestum scripturat. And we might wonder a little bit about the word quam because could that be our comparative quam? But then you see, oh, epistulam, we have a feminine singular noun very closely in front of this. So this looks like this is going to be our feminine accusative singular of qui, quae, quod. So we'll go quam, and then remember, for pretty much any dependent clause, you just go until you find your first conjugated verb. So all the way down to scripsurat. So then we would highlight this all red, accidentally doing this, and clear that. There we got our first relative clause. All right, then we go ille princeps scholae quam. Schola quam, all right. Plato trecentis ante annis conditerat. So quam through conditerat will be another relative clause. Nulla schola per totum orbem terrarum, nobilior erat nec melior quam illa. Quam, wait a sec. Wait, there's no verb. So this is actually going to be our comparative quam. Let's take a note of that and come back in a minute. So this is not a relative. Then, quintus ubi intravit duos juvenes videt in atrio colloquentes, accessit ad alterum et theam nestem quaero inquit, visna me ad eam ducere, ille respondit, vene mecum ad eum te ducam, quintum per porticum longissimum ad theam nesti tablinum duxit, quintus e gratius redditit januamque pulsavit. Let's just go down to the next one. Tam nestus ad mensum sedebat librum legens, vir gravis erat et venerabilis, barbam longissimum habebat vultumque severissimum. Quintum inspexit et quid cupis juvenis inquit. Quintus respondit, discipulus tibi fieri cupio, ille, utrum vera studere cupis inquit on ludere. Quintus respondit, epistolo ferro quam, hey, there's our quam, Heliodorus ad te scripsit. So we got another one. Ille epistolum cepit ubi eam legit quinto ericit. Tu juvenis est optimo ingenio. Ut dicit Heliodorus, nec quisquam discipulorum diligentius studet. Libenter igiter te in numerum discipulorum meorum accipiam. Abi nunc, cras ad teatrum redi, et schola meam audi. So, oops, that should not be orange. So there are our relative clauses in this thingamajigger. Now, I asked you to look for present participles. So let's just scan for anything that looks like a present participle. What does a present participle look like, you may ask? Well, remember, they end in ens entis. So they're going to be those third declension adjective-looking things with a stem in nt built on a verb. So, not reading this whole thing aloud again, because that would take forever. Just go, ooh, ends. And what is fair? Correct. Ferro ferre, to carry. So here we have carrying. There's a happy little present participle. Then, nothing here. Any ends, and oh, here we go. Colloquentes. So here you get colloquor, colloqui. This is a verb you're not going to know how to deal with yet. Next year, don't worry. But you do recognize, hey, it's a verby thing, and you have nt in there, third declension endings, present active participle. Accessit ad alterum, da, da, da. And that's what we got here, but let's go on to the next. So ens, and oh, here we go, legens. Here's another ens entis thinger. So here we have reading. We go on. See anything ens entis? Nope. So those are our present active participles. Now we want our comparative adjectives. And remember when we saw that trick quam? Well, let's just skip right ahead to this. Remember, you can compare something with something else in the ablative, or you can keep whatever case it's in and use a quam instead. So we have melior here. This is our irregular comparative of bonus. Remember, the irregular comparatives, you have bonus for good, but if something is better, it is melior. And that gives us the glorious English word ameliorate. So you can make something better, here in this case, by highlighting it in blue. And if something is the best, it is, of course, optimus. Now just back to the beginning. So remember your comparative adjectives. You take your normal adjective stem, and no matter what declension it is, it becomes third declension adjective. And you get eor, ior, eoris, for your masculine and feminine. But for the neuter, you get ius, which is both the neuter form, same stem though, and the comparative adverb. So if I did something better than someone else, I would do it melius. But if I just am better, not being neuter, I would be melior. Let's just scan through this again. Do we see anything else? Oh, here's another eor. So we have nobilior. Then looks like that's that here. Then next page. Eor, eoris. Any of you in here? Diligentius. Now, technically, I only asked for comparative adjectives, and this is an adverb. But let's highlight it anyway. And that's what we got. So we've now dealt with 3 of the 4, but now we need our superlatives. Remember that your superlatives end in issemus aum for most forms, though you might have a shortened form of just emus aum for a few things involving liquid and nasal stems. But we want to just look through here, finding any issemuses. So, nothing up through here. Oh, here we go, longissimum. And so this could be the very longest portico ever. This is, been measured by the, I don't know who would have done any of these things before Guinness, but you could imagine that Quintus is going through the largest portico ever constructed. But probably not. So you remember also that your superlatives can just mean really, really whatever, very something. So this is just a heckin' long portico that he's going through. So then, that's the only one here, but we have a lot on the next page. Ooh, he doesn't have the longest beard again. He isn't in some sort of bearding competition, but he has a very long beard and a very severus, a very severe face. So we got two of those here. Then, looks like that's that. So these are the things to highlight for this. Hopefully this clears it up. And when I'm asking you to highlight stuff and look for things in these assignments, if I'm unclear, check with me, but I probably mean the Latin most of the time. So that's that. Have a look back over this. Let me know if this does not make any sense, and I will try to be more clear myself. Take care.